Hey, what's up, guys? Laura Alvarado here, and I help food pros attract, convert, and retain clients so they can have more impact, income, and freedom. And one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, hey, I know I need to be coming up with content for social media or content for my email list, but I have absolutely no idea how to come up with content ideas. And that's why I've put together this super simple strategy that's going to enable you to come up with 30 days worth of content in 60 minutes or less. So stay tuned, hang tight. I'm going to give you everything that you need to know. So one of the problems that you're probably facing is you have writer's block. You don't know what to say. And the best tip I can give you for this is to think first and then write or film later. If you try and do both at the same time, you're constantly going to have to be starting and stopping. The whole process is going to take a long time. You're going to lose momentum, become overwhelmed, and probably give up. So what I like to do is think first. So I'm going to come up with the topics I'm going to talk about. I'm going to have an outline. And then when I go to write the email or film the video or create the content, it's going to be super, super simple. So think first, write later. Now, if you have writer's block, you're inevitably going to fall behind. Now, it's okay if you miss 1 or 2 days here and there, but what I find happens is if I miss 1 or 2 days, then all of a sudden it's 1 or 2 weeks, and now it's a month, and I've completely fallen behind with my content. And the problem with that is then your prospects don't hear from you, which leads you to become completely invisible, which is what you absolutely don't want from a marketing standpoint, right? That's why I want you to come up with your content in advance so that it flows, and when it's planned in advance, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to struggle. You can just create the content and move on with your day. This is going to allow you to be in higher demand versus somebody who's invisible. What do I mean by that? When your prospects make the decision that they're ready to buy, they're going to buy from who's ever in front of them or whoever they've heard from last, not somebody that they heard from a couple weeks ago or worse, a couple months ago. It's also going to establish you as the authority in your marketplace. So when people constantly hear from you, they think about you as being an authority. And this is going to help you build up your prospect pipeline so that new prospects come in, you warm them up, and then they inevitably become a client. So the idea is that with your content, your prospects say, hey, this person gets me. They understand my problems. They have a solution that's going to work, and I really like them, so I'd like to continue to work with them. So I'm going to give you your 3 keys for creating killer content. Key number 1 is to push hot buttons. What are hot buttons? So hot buttons are those topics that your ideal client or avatar just can't get enough of. Anytime you talk about it, they're going to listen, right? Anytime you make a video about it, they're going to watch it. Anytime you write an email about it, they're going to open it and read it. So what are those topics? For me, a hot button in my business is lead gen. So when I ask prospects what they're struggling with, they always answer lead gen. It's one of the biggest problems that they have, and any content that I create around lead gen gets more views and higher absorption than any other type of content. So a hot button for you in your business might be something like a bigger booty, or how to get bikini ready abs, or quick and simple healthy recipes or nutrition hacks, right? So what are the hot buttons inside of your business? And then you're going to mix styles. You don't constantly need to reinvent the wheel, and you don't need to talk about new things all the time. In fact, you can talk about the same things in different ways to create content, and it will be more effective, right? Because you'll be known as the expert on those specific hot buttons or content areas or pain points that your ideal client suffers from. Finally, you want to find your cadence. So what platforms are you going to use? Do you use Instagram? Do you use TikTok? Do you use Facebook? So choose the platform that's going to work best for you. And then what's your cadence? How often are you going to post and what types of content? So after you've got your 3 keys established, you're ready to plan out your next 30 days worth of content with this worksheet. So if you'd like a copy of this worksheet, you can simply use the button below. It's going to send a message to me through Facebook, and my handy dandy bot Laura will reply instantly with a copy of the worksheet. All right, so here at the top in the columns, we're going to write down your hot buttons. So I recommend having 3, no more than 5 hot buttons. And then here on the side is how we're going to spice things up and how we're going to basically mix up our styles, saying the same thing in different ways. So let's pretend that one of my hot buttons here is bikini ready abs. So I could go on a rant about how people are going about reducing belly fat all wrong. They're doing a ton of crunches, and this really isn't the most effective way to lose body fat. Q&A, one of the questions I ask all the time is, what's the best way to get flatter abs? How to, right? How to get abs of steel in 3 minutes or less. Winner loser case study. Here's my client Joanne, who lost 20 pounds and can go from covering up, feeling insecure at the beach, to flaunting this new hot pink bikini, right? Story lesson offer. Stories are awesome. Stories sell. So this could be a personal story about you. It could be a story about one of your clients, right? So a story, what's the lesson the person learned, and then present them with an offer for whatever your intro is. Mistakes. What is the biggest mistake people are making when trying to get flat abs? And then show and tell. So you can demo a tool, for example, the TRX or a booty band. You can have a specific process. If you do something unique or you want to kind of spice things up with your unique training style or your secret sauce kind of thing, you can also use a lead magnet or a giveaway, anything like that here for show and tell. So again, I'm just going to write all my hot buttons at the top. On the left-hand side, I'm going to have my mixed styles, so how I'm going to spice things up. And in under 60 minutes, you should be able to plan out your entire content for the month. So again, just click the button below, shoot me a message. My bot will instantly send you a workbook that has this worksheet along with some other helpful materials. Now, if you get stuck, if you have questions, you can simply reply to the Facebook message. And yes, the real me will reply when I'm online next. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video with more tips to grow and scale your fitness business. Bye.